Are you a creative entrepreneur or small business owner who wants to learn how to use Honeybook to grow your business? Well, in this video series, I'm going to be walking you through how to get started with Honeybook so that you can elevate your client experience and take your business to the next level. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Shawon, a business coach and creative entrepreneur. Here on the channel, I share business tips and I also take you behind the scenes in my life and business as an entrepreneur. In today's video, I'm so excited to share one of my favorite tools that I love and recommend to my clients as well as all of my business friends, and that tool is Honeybook. Before we dive in, I do want to share that I'm a Honeybook educator and I have a special code waiting for you in the description. That is a special code to get started with Honeybook for $1 a month for the next 8 months or $96 for the year. All right, let's dive into this video series. I'm excited to get started. All right, here we go. When it comes to growing our businesses, there are several areas that we want to focus on, right? And one of those areas that we often overlook as entrepreneurs is our client experience. And this is one of the key essential elements or areas that we do want to make sure that we don't allow it to slip through the cracks. And your client experience has so much to do with building your brand's reputation, your trust factor, getting referrals and repeat business. And that's because you're putting in systems and processes that allow you to offer and deliver a client experience that's repeatable, that's consistent, and that's amazing, right? And Honeybook is a client management system that will help you do just that. There are so many different components to Honeybook and ways that it will help you to elevate your client experience and also grow your business. In this training, I'm going to show you how to use Honeybook to create your proposals and contracts. So I'm already here inside of Honeybook, and the first step that you want to do is to set up a template for your email. So this email will be the email that you'll send out to all of your clients when you are sending out a proposal and contract to them. So if you go over to emails, I'm in the templates under tools, you're going to go over to my templates. We're going to go down to emails, which we are now here under emails, and you're going to go over to create new to create that new email. One tip that I will give you in this step is to set up your email templates in an organized way to make them so easy to find. Let's look at the 3 services that you will offer. So you know that that's going to be your website service, your content service, and then also your SEO service. So for each of those categories, I recommend setting up your templates in that way. So I would have website, proposal, email, website, onboarding email, website, client check-in email. So I would set up your templates in an organized fashion so that it will make it easier for you to find them when you go into when you need to send an email, attach an email to a questionnaire, and so forth. So as you see here inside of my templates, I have them set up just like that. So everything correlated to the brand audit is here. Anything coaching related, all of those templates are all bundled together. So step 1 is to go into and create that new email. So you just go over to new, let me go back here. Just go to create new email. And then you will start typing up that email. Here, this is where you would put the name of that email. So in my example, so website, this would be proposal and contract email. I have them combined because I tend to send out the proposal along with the contract, which you received on your end as a client. But I would have it set up website, proposal, and contract. Subject, I would put the subject as your website proposal. Proposal and contract. All right, so you just go in here into the text area for you to type up to write that template up. I would also suggest starting over in maybe a Google Drive document. And I say that because let's say if something ever happened to Honeybook, you had to start all over, you would have your templates in one place where you can easily access them and maybe start with the new CRM like Honeybook, and you wouldn't waste any time. You wouldn't have any downtime from going from one to the other. So I would recommend that you start creating your templates over in something like Google Drive, maybe saving them on Dropbox. So like I said, if anything ever happened, you can easily access them and not have to start all over again. So you're going to go here, write that email. All up here, you do have you can add your signature at the very bottom of it. You do have fields where you can add in the client name so that you can automate that as well. But you just go in, write up that template, and then all changes will save as you are working inside of that email. All right, so that's step one, get that email all set up. And then step two is to add your contracts also inside of Honeybook. So you'll see over here on the left-hand side under the templates field where we still are, you can go over here to contracts and you can create new contract here. Create new contract here. And once again, I would recommend having your contracts over in Google Drive so that you can just easily come into here in the contracts area and just copy and paste your contract into Honeybook. And the title of that contract, so you might want to name it website contract. You might have one that's SEO contract so that you can just easily access them once you have them in the system. So now that your contract is in, the next thing that you want to do is to add your packages in. So you go over here to the left-hand side again, select packages. You can go over to create new package. And then here is where right here you would title that package. So let's just say website semi-custom. So what you can do is just start with your basic, let's see, semi-custom pricing. This is an example. So you would put everything that's included in that semi-custom package. You would put the price in, a total would populate for you as well. Now, if you've talked with that client on the phone and they have, well, sure, you're going to talk to them. If that client has also wanted to add additional things onto that semi-custom package, I would just save the semi-custom package here so that it's in, and then just go back over to your templates again and create new, and then you can do add-ons. So you can do add-on for SEO, add-on for maybe one blog, add-on for one page of copywriting, copy for the main page. So I would set those up individually also for your packages. So that way, as you have clients that want to add on those individual services that are not included in your package, you can simply just select and easily put those in. And also too, once you send over the proposal, maybe the client will say, oh, I decided not to do the SEO service. Could you just take that off? So very easily you would go back in and you can edit that proposal just by taking that one thing out and resend the contract over to them. So once you have your packages in, I'll just give you an example here. Let's just pull this one up. So as you can see here, you'll want to put in the title of your package, what it includes, exactly what they're getting, the prices here. And this is helpful too, because this will automatically populate over into your contract. So everything is outlined, all of the services that you are offering for this particular client. All right, so we have your email template set up. We have your contract inside of Honeybook. We have your packages also inside of Honeybook. Now, what you are ready to do is get that new client inside. So, what you would do, and what I recommend, I do this often too, if I have a new, let's see, service offering that I'm setting up, I'll send a test over to myself. So I would say, just to test it out, you can set up a new project, and I would just name that sample, which I did earlier. So just go over to sample. You can put the project type in. If you don't have any project types in, you could just create that new project type. So for this one, let's just say it's websites. This will help you to keep things categorized inside of Honeybook, and so that you know what services you are providing your clients with. So I'm just going to select coaching. I'm also going to put in the lead source so that I can go back later and look at a Honeybook report and see where my leads are coming from. So for this lead, let's say it was a past client. And then you go in and you're going to select the date that you're going to start the project on. Let's just put in February 9th. And then I'm going to go over here to create project. Sometimes I'll put the end date in, sometimes I won't. I just may put the service start date in. But let's say if you have told your client that the timeline for completion of the project is in 45 days, you want to put that end date in 45 days from here. So I go over to create project, or select the create project button. Now at this point, you'll put their email address in. I'm going to put my email in here. And because I'm a contact in my Google's contact, it automatically populates my name. You can also take this from whatever, let's see, lead form or contact form that your client submitted, and just enter the information in here. And then we're going to select add. Now that new client is here inside of Honeybook, and you are ready to send them over that new proposal, or that proposal and contract. So we're going to go now to create new, and we're going to create a proposal, and we're going to select blank proposal in this case. And then you will add your item for the proposal. For this one, I'll just go over to, let's go here. All right, everything is selected here. If you want to add a photo, you can as well. If you have that extra service that you're also offering to that client, I'm just going to add in an additional hour. All right, so that you can see how it populates in. So now everything is all in. If you have any taxes for what you're offering, that would populate too if you selected the tax button. So if you had a deliverable of any type, like a hard deliverable, but check in with your accountant on that. And then let's see, you would go down to the payment schedule. So whatever payment schedule you've agreed upon with your client. So maybe it's an initial retainer that they pay. Maybe it's $1,000 that they pay. And you just put in that retainer. Let's go to custom amount, and let's just say 1,000 to get your project started. Make sure you check this date too, because sometimes it'll populate a weird date. Like you see here, it's populating January 9th, even though our project start date is starting on Wednesday. So let's put that in for Wednesday. And then let's see. Now let me change these. As you can see, I was maybe typing in the wrong field. So I'm going to put in custom amount, a $1,000 retainer. March 31st, the balance would be due. And I'm just going to, okay, there we go. So it populated right here. And then if you go down, I'm just going to pull up one of my contracts. And then as you can see, the signature will be here below for them, and then your signature as well. So what you're going to do now is not sign anything. You're going to go over to select next review email. So the subject, we're not going to worry about any of that. We're just going to go down to templates. And for you, you would find that template that you just made. Here, I'm going to select coaching mastermind proposal. My email populates. And then one more thing that I like to do is to preview. All right, so here is my preview, and you can view the proposal. You can select that. And once you've previewed it, you are all ready to send over your proposal mastermind, your proposal. Now that you know how to create your proposals and contracts inside of Honeybook, you can relax, breathe easy, because you have a process, a system in place to follow each and every time you're sending out a contract and proposal. And you know that on the other end, your clients are going to receive a great experience. Don't forget that special code is for a limited time and it's waiting for you below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you inside our next Honeybook training. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.